So the prerequisites we have already spoken about in the previous lectures. So in a quicker way, I will revise it. We have talked about the relational database, the relational databases, the relational algebra expressions. So we are talking about the fundamental relational algebra expressions, additional relational algebra expressions, and extended relational algebra expressions in this particular lecture only. Okay, attribute type and what do you mean by attribute, that also we have spoken about in the yesterday's lecture. What do you mean by relation, what do you mean by attribute, and what do you mean by tuple, that also we have seen. Database, what is the need of database and how we create the databases, that you already know. One example of the customer relation or one example of the table, I have taken here customer. Another example, then we have spoken about the keys. There are different keys: super key, candidate key, primary key, and foreign key. That also we have see, this is the candidate key. Then we have spoken about the foreign key also. Here in this particular example, I have given you how we use the foreign key in the other table. So the primary key in one table will become the foreign key in the another table where we are using that primary key, right? Then the query language, as we have told you, this you people have already studied relational algebra, tuple relational calculus, and domain relational calculus. Relational algebra expressions, out of that, the basic operations select we have seen and project we have seen. But before starting with the other difference, the other relational algebra operators, the select and project, what is the basic difference between select and project? Select is nothing but if I am having 100 students in my class, I am going to select, if I am selecting the students, only 2 students, so I will need to select, I am directly selecting those students. But if I am projecting, then means what? I need to scan all 100 students and then I need to project. That is the difference. Why I am telling you this? Because when we will be starting with the query processing and the query optimization, there I will be requiring the cost of the query, and it depends on which operation you are applying first, because the combination or the composition of select and project will be combining together. So if we select first and then we project, the cost will be different. If we project first and then we select, the cost will be different. Okay, because the cost of, if I am selecting first and then projecting, will be different, and the cost of if I am projecting first and then I am selecting will be different. Okay, so now let us start with the next operation, that is nothing but union. So select we have already seen, then project we have already seen. Here let me clarify. If I am directly selecting, what I am selecting here, select, here I am directly selecting, select A is equals to B and D greater than 5. So directly you can see I have selected A, I have selected B, right? On this particular column, in this particular column, directly where A is equals to B, only those tuples I have selected, right? But whenever I am projecting, you can see if I am projecting A comma C directly, then these two, what I can say, these two columns, the full columns are projected together, right? So you can see here I am having the duplicate entry. The first entry is alpha a1 and alpha a1 is replicated, so one is removed. That's why here you can see there are 3 tuples, right? So the next one, union operation. You know this, what do you mean by union? And already we are indicating it with the union operator, this operator, right? So I am having one relation R and I am having one relation S, right? If I am doing R union S, so whatever the combination becomes, that I need to join. So I am having alpha a1, alpha 1, alpha 2, right? So alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1 and beta 3, that will be the union operation of R, means R union S. Okay, then I am having a set difference, the set difference operator, that will be indicated by minus, that will be indicated by minus. So if I am doing R minus S, what I will get, the meaning is the attributes which are present in R but should not be present in S. That is the meaning of R minus S, right? That you have already studied in automata theory also we have studied, and in logic, in logic also you might have studied. So R union S means what? It should be present in R but it should not present in S. That is the meaning of R minus S. So you can see how many tuples are there which are present in R but should not be present in S. You can see alpha a1 is present here, which and it is not present in S. That's why alpha 1 is present here. Then alpha 2 is present in R, right, and it is also present in S. That's why it will not be there. Beta 1 is present in R and beta 1 is not present in S. That's why I have taken here. Okay. So in this way the set difference work. This you already know, I hope so. But still it is a kind of prerequisites will require. Then I am having the Cartesian product. So what do you mean by Cartesian product? Already you know the Cartesian product is always indicated by R cross S. R cross S. So while requiring R cross S, so I am having one relation as R and I am having one relation as S. These are the two relations I am having. So whatever the cross product becomes, it is also called as the cross product. The Cartesian product operation is also called as the cross product. So if I am taking how we generally multiply, we multiply in this way: this with this, right? All four we are going to multiply, right? So that's why you can see there are 8 entries are there here, right? So first entry is like this: alpha a1 multiplied 2 means alpha a1 is combined with all 4 attributes. So alpha 1, then a10 a, then alpha 1, then beta 10 a, right, and so on. But they are sorted it out here, you can see. That's why the output you are seeing like this. And then combinedly this beta 2, then this beta 2 with this beta 2 with this, and this beta 2 with this. In this way it will get multiplied. In short, what I can say, R cross S means what? If I am having here some tuple, if I am saying I am having A and B, and here I am having another relation, if I am saying R, this is S. So if I am saying here I am having C and D, so how they are going to multiply? Like this, right? This is called as the Cartesian product operation, right? There. Here I am having the another one, the rename operation. So rename operation means what? Whatever the operation, generally whenever the attribute names are, why we require rename operation first of all in relational algebra or in SQL? Because sometimes we are having the attribute names are much bigger, right? And the queries are much complex. So whenever we are writing the query, an attribute, there are many attributes which we need to write in the query. At that time it will be very difficult, and the query which we are writing will be more complex. So that's why, to avoid that, we are using the rename operation, right? It will be indicated by row of X. Generally we are writing like this in relational algebra, right? So you can see this row of X of E means whatever the rename operation we want to do. The example has been given. Suppose I am writing here, I want to rename this E operation, right? So I can use the instance A1, A2 up to AN. So whatever the instances you want to use, whatever the number of instances you want to use, you can use. Okay, there. There are composite operations are there are some, what I can say, the combinations of the operations are there. So you can see one example I have taken here. What I am going to do, I am going to do this, right? I want to do what? I want to select A equals to C from R cross S. Means first of all what I need to do, first of all I need to do the R cross S. I need to do the Cartesian product first, and then I need to select, right? So R cross S already we are having. I have taken the same example as that of previous. We have taken the relation R, you can see here, this relation R and this relation S, that I am taking here, right? And R cross S is same as that of this is R cross S, right? So this I am taking there R cross S directly. So first of all we need to do the R cross S, so this I will get, and from this I need to select what? A is equals to C. So whenever I see A is equals to C, you can see here A, then not this, A is equals to C. Where is A is equals to C again? Here I am having beta 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 beta, right? So these three tuples will be there in the, this is the composite kind of query.